What's up, YouTube fans? We're back with another Friday Night Live. I have a Mr. Special Guest here, Mr. T-Man978.
Hello, everyone. How are you
Thank
doing?
you for joining. Mike could not be here today, so he's on the beach having a good time.
Enjoying yourself.
So we're going to talk about exclusives today and convention exclusives specifically. I'm going to go over a little bit of history and some of the things that we've seen in the past and kind of what's coming. And also, we just want to talk about, our thoughts, and I want to get T-Man's thoughts too. I put a poll in the chat. So let's see. 22% of you said yes, you have purchased an exclusive. 50 say, half people haven't, but they plan to. There's a lot coming. And then 20% said no, not interested. So
Yeah, right.
either bought one or plan to buy one. So we'll end that here.
That's amazing.
What about
Are
you?
these people really fans?
I guess so. That's 80% of the people watching. Now, how about you?
Yeah, the first convention exclusive I got, well, actually, I got both of these way after the fact because back then, websites wasn't set up. They barely set up now, but the Transformers alternators, Nemesis Prime, I think that was like one of the first SDCC exclusives.
I'm glad you brought that up.
I got that way after the fact for regular retail. Somebody was nice to me, and I was happy about that. And then I did wind up getting the next year. They had Hot Rod. Our alternators Hot Rod was exclusive. My friend Matt, the box supplier, he actually sent that to me.
The Rodimus? Which one?
Hot Rod. He was using the same body as their Mirage, the Ford GT.
Oh yeah. That was I remember getting that actually. I didn't realize it was a exclusive because I got it on eBay.
Yeah, he was him. I think they both have California license plates.
Yeah. No, those were cool. I liked those when they came out. I'm glad you brought those up though, because we're going to talk about those.
And I did get some TF Gun. I got that wrong, which I've done nothing with. I was messing with it. I was like, how much was that daggone thing?
110, I think.
I opened it up, figured out how to transform it. I might have changed the faces once.
Yeah.
Then I put it back in the box, and I haven't touched it.
But you didn't review it?
No.
Oh my god.
I was like, yeah.
All right.
I don't care.
Well, you know that I'm definitely into exclusives, especially TFCon stuff. I have bought some SDCC as well in the past. BotCon is the only one I've never purchased from. Have you ever bought
I've never been to BotCon.
Never been to BotCon. Have you ever bought a BotCon exclusive from anywhere?
I don't think so. No.
Probably unknown.
Their exclusives back then, they were too hot. Like when I first heard about BotCon, like they would have a deluxe and it'd be like $90 or something. Yeah. And I'm like, back then in the early 2000s, I couldn't do that. Now a $90 deluxe isn't too crazy because this is two deluxes slapped onto each other for $50.
Oh, yeah. Did you want to show anything? What you got there?
Yeah. I put my red Target exclusive red cog on skids, and I haven't been able to take them off because I like.
So that is a Target exclusive, the red
cog.
Yeah. Target exclusives there was a period of time where I was not liking it, but now you can kind of get them. So during the pandemic,
when it comes to Transformers, I believe every exclusive they ever had I've seen on the shelf at least once.
Yeah.
That might be one thing that I never saw. I can't think of what it is. Thrust. I think I got Thrust, but I never seen him on the shelf, I don't believe.
So I asked the audience, which convention exclusive Transformers have you purchased in the past? 40% said, there's only 10 votes in there. 40% said TFCon, 0% BotCon. Wow. So you're not alone, T-Man. I guess a lot of people haven't been.
I think a lot of your fans must just be casuals.
or third-party fans, which you can't buy third-party at BotCon, or at least you couldn't before. And then SDCC, 36%, and then 18% said all of the above. So they've bought from different ones. I
mean, even on the other poll where they said a lot of people said no, but they plan to.
Yeah. So let me just talk about exclusive for a second. So I recently discovered there's different types of exclusives. So I'm going to kind of talk about that. So first, there's convention exclusives, which is you can only buy it at the convention. For the most part, recently, TFCon, they start as a convention exclusive, but if there's enough, like if they have extra or there's enough stock left after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is weird. It shows Carl's a new member, but he's been a member, so I don't know what's up with that. Hey, thanks for joining, Carl, again.
Carl.
Let me just say hi to some people. So what's up? Deluxe, Charlie C, G, Tony, Vinny Red, all my members, GG, Super Sport, Road Dog, Winston, all my regulars, thanks for joining. Some of them are probably here for you too.
Deluxe, G, Tony.
So this guy right here, this is a Fans Hobby exclusive from the Chosen Prime. But it's actually marked on it. Like it actually says the Chosen Prime. It says it. It's like branded into it. It actually says TCP on it. Fans Hobby / TCP. So this is what we call a store exclusive, right? Only the Chosen Prime can sell this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a convention exclusive. Then they had enough, so they sold a little bit more. I think it was like 50 more. So this is an example of a convention exclusive where they sold it at the convention, but it wasn't a store exclusive. So this was A3, ages 3 and up, and Toy Dojo. It's translucent. What's his name?
Ravage.
And then eventually, over time, so it was a timed release, basically, right? So after several months or a year or whatever, this was last year's exclusive. So this year it's open. So now MMC has released it to other retailers. And then we have store exclusives, which is basically a store partners with a company and says, hey, can you produce just this specific thing for us? And they make a run. And typically in that example, they pay for the whole run. So if they, and I'm making this up, but let's say they made 1,000, they'd have to pay for all 1,000, and then they get the stock. So not all exclusives are the same. Some are just like I said, some are store, some are convention, and some are just time bound.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me end this poll, and I want to show some of the history, and I think you'll find this interesting too, T. So I'm
old. You're going to be jogging my memory.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so we're going to talk about what's out there in terms of exclusives. So there's 3, as far as Transformers is concerned, there's basically 3 different places you can get convention exclusives or just exclusives in general.
Oh boy, everything before 2002, I'm unaware of. So.
Yeah, so I didn't know it went back to 1994. I just found out as I was researching this. So BotCon went back to 1994, and it actually ran it's the longest running Transformers convention.
Yeah, I don't even know how people found out about it in 1994.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And sorry if I'm missing your comments here. Let's see. People are just talking about those exclusive. Okay, so this is 22 years, right? 1994 to 2016. By the way, this is on unicron.com. They have a whole listing of everything that ever happened at BotCon. So it ran until 2016, and then it kind of died off. I'm not really sure what ended it. There's a whole bunch of background on that, but basically it ended in 2016, but it's restarting this year. So just to show you some of the exclusives here, I'm just going to go through a couple. I'm not going to go through all.
I think Hasbro wanted more control over it because they didn't want third-party stuff there. I don't believe.
Right. They didn't want custom. They didn't want third party. They just wanted Hasbro stuff. But it was right. So here's a breakdown. A G2 breakdown is the first BotCon exclusive way back when. Then you got a Night Racer, which I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Let
me go a little bigger if I can. And then there was BotCon in Japan version, which I didn't even know BotCon existed in Japan. But there's a few there. What's here? We got Pack Rat and Fractal. So these are some real old ones back in 1996, 97. So I'm going to just jump ahead, right, to 2016. So the last exclusive they put out was 2016. And there's a whole bunch, apparently. And I think they're like an assortment. Like you get a box of stuff. So they had Air Razor. I don't even remember this. Predicus is a combiner, looks like. Here, let's see if I can get a little bigger. Have you ever seen this?
I vaguely remember it.
Combiner Wars Predicus.
I know I didn't want it. I mean, the YouTuber / Porter wanted it a little bit.
Magna Boss. So it looks like it's a box set.
The main set that was released, like that I really wanted, was the Armada. I mean the animated Stunticons.
Do I have those?
That had to be like 2010, 2009, 2010ish.
Let's see. Animated Stunticons. I'm going to find them since you mentioned them now. Oh, here you go. Dead End Animated. This thing?
Yeah, I wanted that set bad. But I didn't want to pay for it because that back when that came out, definitely I couldn't spend over a certain amount on Transformers.
And I'm sure if you didn't go, you were going to pay a crazy price.
Yeah, I think they had it available online, or had small quantities, but
right.
Mentally I could not let myself do it.
So this is really, BotCon is really the first kind of place where we got convention exclusives, and it's the longest running, 1996 to 2016. Fast forward to today, so there was like 6 years of nothing, and then now BotCon is back. It's actually being run by Agabus. So Agabus bought the license to the name BotCon, and so they're actually going to be running this year in Nashville. You're not going to it, are you?
No.
Anybody in the chat, if you're going, let me know if you're going to Nashville. But they have exclusives, and they are not Hasbro. So this is a break from what you're saying, right? It was always official Hasbro stuff, but now it's 52 Toys. So if you don't know, 52 Toys makes stuff that turns into a box, like a cube, basically, and it fits inside a storage package. You have any of these guys?
I have the crab one.
So you do have one.
So, I got one of them.
I think these are recolors, right? And not new bots.
I've never seen any of these, to be honest.
Oh,
I think I saw the alligator before.
So they may be new, but I'm not familiar enough with 52 Toys to say whether they are or not, but they look pretty cool.
If Matt wasn't on vacation, we probably could have had him on here.
Yeah, Beast Box. Yeah, that's what.
Oh, you look at that. His name popped up as soon as I said it. That's
So these are apparently they're officially licensed, or no, not officially. They're what do you call it? Not officially licensed, but they're unique license, right? It's their own thing.
Yeah, I mean they don't even have to worry about nothing.
Right.
It's just like Beast Box Toys.
So they don't need a license from Hasbro don't need to worry about Hasbro because they're making their own stuff.
Yeah, these don't even have anything to do with anything.
Right. But they look really cool. I mean, I'm not into the Beast Box thing, but that's pretty neat that they, Agabus worked out a deal with 52 Toys to make these.
Oh, I didn't even see this. I started watching the M Goes review, and then I got distracted.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. I only just found this today. Just because I started looking into it. And then here's the last one, Dragonfire, which is crazy that it turns into that.
Yeah.
It turns from a box into a dragon. All right, so they also have this thing, which I know you like. So Archcore Crystal Wolf Frecky. I don't even know what that is, but basically a clear, I'm assuming, like a translucent blue version. They got something grayed out back here, so I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like some kind of wolf.
Probably a wolf that turns into a hand. Well, optional hand for the bigger robots.
Yeah. So it appears that BotCon is no longer a Hasbro thing. It's now third party. Now I know they're going to have some other like official stuff there, but it sounds like it's not sponsored or what do you call it? Like Hasbro is
endorsed.
Not behind it, basically. So that's
I'm pretty sure they still have people selling Transformers there.
Yeah, they do. They'll have vendors. All right, the next longest running one is TFCon. So TFCon is 20 years this year. Started in 2002. If you don't know, it started in Ontario, in Canada, and it's been going for 20 years. This year was the 20th anniversary. I went to the Toronto one. It was kind of lightly attended, maybe because people couldn't travel. It's kind of tough to travel to Canada right now. But Chicago's coming up. I'll be going to Chicago, and I'm hearing big things. The one huge thing is Peter Cullen is coming. So he'll be there. He's one of the big voice actors coming. By the way, if you're curious, this page is on Wikipedia. So I just found it. And then they also show all the guests. So here's all the guests they've had. I mean, any voice actor you can think of, they've been there. All of them you can think of. But here's the exclusives that they've had. Really kind of a crazy history here. I know you've gotten some of these TFCons. When did you first go to TFCon?
The 2019 one, like right before pandemic.
Gotcha.
You know what? When I went there, I was sick too. This was way before the first case was reported here.
Yeah. Yeah, because 2020.
I still might have been patient zero there.
In 2020, they canceled every TFCon, right? It wasn't until 21 that they brought it back.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they've had, these are obviously all third party, right? So TFCon exclusives are pretty much 100% third party. Although early on, there's a variant cover of a Transformers Dreamwave Productions comic, which I don't know how they did that. I guess they worked with the artist. Then they had, what was that?
I said more than likely.
Yeah. Then they started going down the path of third party. So you can see Justy Toys, iGear, which is a company that's kind of disappeared from the forefront. X Transbots, which is still around. Toy World, which is sort of around. Voodoo Robots, which we haven't really seen anything since their what do you call it? Their Ironhide and Ratchet.
Oh yeah.
Then we started getting Ocular Max and Mastermind Creations, some Fans Project stuff. MMC pretty much every year puts something out. So if you don't know, Toy Dojo and Ages 3 and Up are kind of sister companies. One is in Canada and the other is in Texas. And they kind of work together on their exclusives. So they most often partner with Mastermind Creations / Ocular Max. So at any TFCon, you can expect to see from Toy Dojo and Ages 3 and Up, something from MMC. And then the Chosen Prime most often partners with Fans Hobby and X Transbots. So more than likely, you'll see something from those companies at TFCon, just based on the past history. Make Toys was there one year, which was awesome. I actually just bought this. Their G2 Jazz. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Oh yeah. Now I wanted to go when they had that when Meteor first came out and Galaxy Meteor because everybody was able to just get it.
Oh, at the convention, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to finish up with this. So obviously TFCon's still going. The next one is in Chicago. I'll be going to that. Are you gonna go?
No.
No. You're waiting.
I probably
till it comes
won't
back
go to
Baltimore?
any unless it gotta be super close.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm so cheap. I had to spend a bunch of money to get there, and then I won't even want to buy anything because it's all overpriced.
I've seen both. I've seen some things are overpriced, and I'm not going to buy them. But other things I've found deals too. So I've seen.
You gotta look hard.
You got to
Like I did find a couple things. Like when I found the replacement head for Grinder.
Yeah, I bought one too. Yeah. Yeah. So the Chicago hasn't been announced yet. We don't know what their exclusives are, but like I mentioned, you could probably, in theory, expect the companies I mentioned since they partner with those retailers. So that's TFCon. And by the way, this information is all on Wikipedia, so you can look it up yourself. And then the last one is SDCC, which I thought this is cool because you actually mentioned one of them, the Nemesis Prime.
Yeah.
So that was 2006, in case you were wondering. The Nemesis Prime alternators.
They announced that they're gonna have limited quantities online. I was off that day, and I had stopped everything my whole life so I could be sitting in front of the computer. As soon as that time came, the website was just completely down. And then when it came back up, it was like out of stock.
Do you remember
I was so pissed.
I don't even remember this.
They were called. Wait, I think they were called Legions class because they're smaller than. Oh, they might have been Legends.
Oh, it's tiny. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're smaller than Legends class by a little bit.
Some kind of PVC statue of Megatron. So that's like the
first one. But this, I don't remember being exclusive. I thought that Skywarp was everywhere.
Oh, really? Yeah. So 2005, SDCC first released Transformers exclusive. Now they don't do it every year for some reason. Like this year, there was no Transformers SDC Transformer, right? They just did a panel, like a reveal panel. So this is one of the first ones I remember is this Nemesis Prime, and I remember buying it on the aftermarket because I obviously didn't go. Then just like you said, Rodimus Prime came out. I really liked it a lot. That's one of my favorites.
He was called Rodimus?
Yeah, Rodimus. Yeah, I remember you said Hot Rod, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think this was during that time where they were calling Hot Rod Rodimus for some reason.
Yeah. Then they did Menasor, which they retooled into a evil
Rodimus Prime.
Rodimus Prime. Yeah, I mean that's pretty wild.
Titanium's. Did I buy this?
This was a non-combining Menasor, right?
Correct, because it's just a repaint of Rodimus Prime.
Right. Okay.
I didn't even remember it transforming into the whole trailer. I think I used to own the regular version. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I've never. I've also never been to SDC. Have you been to a Comic-Con? Any Comic-Con?
Just Baltimore Comic-Con.
Just Baltimore. Have you seen any Transformers when you went?
Yeah, certain dealers have Transformers.
No, I mean like exclusives. Sorry.
Oh no.
No.
I can't think of any exclusive toys.
So they don't always have them. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, they're not going to do none of that for Baltimore.
No,
they don't care about us.
This one got KO'd really quickly, so I I don't remember this one, but
I
then
don't
this is
remember that one either. I thought a lot of this stuff I've seen, so I thought that it was just regular
just
release.
regular, yeah. This one again, this
Like
is
even this, I can't believe half of this stuff I completely forgot was exclusive.
yeah. Then they put it so sometimes it's not a transformer, that's the weird thing about SDCC is sometimes it's a bust or like a PVC statue. So
Right.
this one is G1 animated Optimus bust, which
Like
I've never seen.
That Soundwave, I'm gonna have to see that.
So this looks like a G1 reissue Soundwave.
I could have swore that was at Walmart or something.
It says Universe Soundwave reissue in package. So maybe this is not exclusive. I'm not really sure. Maybe they just sold it at SDCC.
Wait, are you on the right page?
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con.
Now those first ones, like the alternators, I definitely remember them.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn maybe that they sold that Soundwave separately.
Well, remember, we talked, there's 3 different kinds of exclusives, right?
Yeah.
There's a timed exclusive where some place sells it and then it's available other places. There's it's an exclusive for the box, but not necessarily associated with anything. So it can be just sold anywhere. And then there's the store exclusive. So this one could have been a time.
Maybe the one I'm thinking about only came with 2 tapes or something. But that Mighty Mugs Optimus, I can see it says metallic. So I had the regular color one.
So sometimes you get stuff like this. Like this is almost like a, what do you call it? Like a pop.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a pop, right?
I actually bought Soundwave and Megatron, not Optimus.
You still have it?
No.
Right.
I can't remember if I gave them away to somebody or sold. I probably sold it.
Now I know this was in Walmart because I remember seeing it. The G1 Blaster reissue.
Mm-hmm.
But many years later. So I don't know. But then they had G1 Blaster. I'm guessing that was a timed one. Here's another Mighty Mug of Prowl. Then we got Matrix of Leadership SDC, but this looks like animated, right? Or no?
Prime.
Oh, Transformers Prime, yeah.
This one I vaguely remember. Mostly the packaging was the special part.
So this came out later, but this was called the first edition, right? But it came out in stores later.
I think this was like a deluxe class size one.
Oh, you think it was the only one? I thought it was just the first version of it.
No, the first edition Prime, Optimus Prime, looked better than that.
Gotcha. All right, then we got into like some more fancy stuff. We got the Ultimate Optimus Prime.
Yeah, this I remember.
And then some of the worst combiners. This is Bruticus, but is it like G2 colors or what is this?
Yeah.
Just bad. Yeah.
That might have been the first time it was sold as a set.
Right. They started doing these G.I. Joe crossovers, which were really cool. Sky Strike. So obviously Starscream crossed with Striker, Sky Striker.
That I remember too.
Yeah, that I remember too. And then we got this guy here, Shockwave Hiss, which we keep hearing we're going to get another one of these, but I haven't seen it yet. Shockwave, no, okay. I'm thinking of Soundwave Hiss, but I don't remember this. You ever handled this?
No. I like the metallic purple.
So I'm gonna jump ahead, but the one that I first put hands on was this one. The SDCC Devastator is the first SDC product I ever saw, and I was blown away. I loved it. It was like shiny and beautiful. It had not only was it like painted better, but they had better articulation somehow. Like they had replaced the joints and stuff.
I think they must have used the Japanese body. The Japanese had long haul and scrapper had elbows, but in the US they didn't. That pissed me off.
Yeah, I was very happy when I bought this because I was like, this is for a long time. This was my Devastator in my collection. Then we got the Creon. I don't know if you remember the Creons, all the little
Yeah, I
Legos.
had a bunch of them.
I bought some and then I sold them. I also bought this thing, which was awesome. The SDCC Fortress Maximus with the sword. This was a really good SDCC figure.
I think it's criminal that that didn't come with the sword or
I know.
2 guns.
You mean the original?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was just a freaking repaint. It felt like a hollow repaint.
Oh yeah. TFN says it was Unite Warriors. So the SDCC Devastator was Unite Warriors, which is the Takara version. It had all the paint and the better
I
joints.
thought it had a better foot.
It had better everything basically. all these little improvements. Skipped STC Metroplex. Oh, did it? Did I? I didn't see Metroplex. Did they? Was there an STC Metroplex? I don't know. It's not here, so they don't have a picture of it, or maybe it just don't have a picture.
Maybe it's listed in there. You have to read, but
all right. Well, anyway, so the most recent one is this MP10 Ghostbusters crossover Optimus Prime, which somebody in the comment mentioned it, but this came as like a backpack, so like an Ecto backpack.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. But MP10 was getting old by the time this came out.
No, he been old when that came out.
I know.
That and you really gotta like Ghostbusters as well.
Yep, I agreed. And then we didn't really get anything for a while. They said the Quintesson Pit of Judgment was intended to be an SDCC exclusive, but it just ended up on Hasbro's site. Was it? I think it was a Hasbro PulseCon exclusive. And then 2021 Covert Agent Ravage, which I think you did see, or did you handle?
Oh, I bought that.
That was STCC. And then in 2022, they did not have any exclusives. So that's it for STCC. So that's really like all of the exclusive. We kind of went through everything. Is there anything you're looking forward to in the future as far as exclusives? And I'm going to open up to the audience too. Give me your comments.
Mm-hmm. You mean like a future unannounced?
Yeah. Like, what would you like to see in an exclusive from TFCon or from wherever?
I don't want anything to be exclusive. But
so I will say I really liked this guy. I just like the colors. We were never going to get a pyro. Like, they're not going to waste time making a pyro. So I just think it's cool they made it.
I'm trying to think. If they did like Earthrise Optimus with a real substantial trailer instead of that hollow piece of plastic we got, and the actual stuff that's supposed to be inside of it,
like a souped up version, basically.
Yeah, like make him commander class.
Let me see what.
Or the Scourge that we're getting with the Velocitron set, but in the actual real G2 / Robots in Disguise, no, actual Robots in Disguise color scheme.
There's a G2
with his body is G2. I meant to say Robots in Disguise or car robots, and like to have the trailer be actual vac metal.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Let's see. Maki Poo says, how about a legend size Scorponok? That'd be cool. Did they make? What are there legends?
Hasbro?
What legends? City
Which
bots do we have?
Scorponok?
What was that?
Which Scorponok does he want?
No, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the city bot, like a legend scale city bot Scorponok. That's my guess.
Why?
To go with the legends, I'm assuming. Let's see. Argonaut says MMC G2 Defensor. They are probably going to make that. So they made G2 Bruticus, right? Those are coming out. Actually, I have it right here. I have a piece of them. Right, the last one's coming out soon. So they made G2 Bruticus. So I'd be surprised if they didn't make G2 Defensor. How about an exclusive Alpha Trion? I definitely want an Alpha Trion. I don't know what's taking so long to make an Alpha Trion. X Trans
MP scale? Oh yeah, they put MP.
Yeah, I think they meant MP, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
well, we're getting the Alpha Trion from whatchamacallit? Hasbro. Yeah. Is Alpha Trion going to be a Pulse exclusive? That's a question for you.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's widely available. He's talking about the 2-pack.
Yeah, it might be, but usually there might be one at the store or whatever you might be able to get it from.
Yeah, he was talking about MP Alpha Trion. Yeah, I think X Transbot could easily remold or retool their Scourge, right, into Alpha Trion, but I don't know.
Yeah.
An official MP Galvatron. What are the chances of that?
Not as an exclusive, right?
Not an exclusive. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That'd just be a figure. Just put it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for all your ideas there. I'm looking forward to TFCon.
No. If it would be an exclusive, maybe the toy color version or something.
Oh yeah, like the gray.
But that wouldn't happen because that's Takara Tomy. So
yeah, they're not going to do that
unless they do some type of Takara Tomy convention exclusive.
Yeah, we just got the Fans Toys recolor, but that wasn't a convention exclusive. The only Fans Toys convention exclusive that ever came out was the Shockwave. They made that gray Shockwave, the Shockwave. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I deleted that from my memory.
Yeah, it's literally the only Fans Toys exclusive ever was that gray Radio Shack Shockwave. Let's see. TFN says, oh, go ahead. Super Sport says, retool XTB Cup into Orion packs. I would like that. Assuming it's good quality.
Or Fans Toys.
Or Fans Toys, either one. TFN, looking forward to meeting people at TFCon. I'll be my first. Oh, well, cool. We'll see you there. And Sanjay says, all clear Mirage. Yeah, so by the way, Transform Element had teased all clear Mirage, but they're gone now. No more Transform Element. They went under with Deformation Space. So I messaged Show Z Store and I said, hey, when is this coming out? And they're like, you should probably cancel this. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, T-Man, for being a part of this. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. Hopefully you got to have fun participating. We'll be back probably next week for TF News Live if I can get Pake's time. Pake's been busy. He got a new job and he's been busy with the job. So we're gonna try to get him back on here. But thanks everyone. We'll see you next time.
Peace.